our band is playing next Friday at a bar at like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or something like that. So I have to get a babysitter, or we have a babysitter coming. So.
Oh, I was just hoping you were going to have Ethan in like a baby Bjorn while you're playing.
That'd be sweet. Yeah, like just hold him in like the hiking backpack or whatever.
I was thinking you can keep him in the front and you can just play the guitar on behind your back the entire show.
Yeah, exactly.
Jason, are you to the point where you can play behind your back?
No, sir. In fact,
can you play in front?
I got reassigned to playing the bass in the band. So
they were like, "We really appreciate your effort."
They're like, you know what this band could use is a bassist. It's like, I was like, all right, cool, I can pick that up.
Read the writing on the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Was this like the electric bass, right?
Yeah.
The stand up.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Both are sexy,
which is actually pretty fun. I kind of enjoy playing the bass. It's like
I think the bassists get most of the tail.
Yeah.
Now I'm remembering that I told you this before because you made the same joke.
You made the same exact joke.
Yeah, so just prepare to.
It'll be great.
It'll be perfect. Yeah, so just prepare to.
Y'all motherfuckers don't watch us play throughout the year, to tell you the truth. I'm gonna be real with you, and I don't care if I get fined.
That train is off the track.
I feel like you can't just like jump through Neptune and be okay.
Just prepare to.
What the show needs is more dogs and bears and chickens and stuff.
Yeah, so just prepare to be awash in unbeatable goodness.
Welcome, Pacers fans. You are listening to the Undebeatables semi-weekly Pacers podcast. This is episode 574. Company from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm your host, Joey Gaffrida, the man behind the dials and former season ticket holder. This show, we're going to discuss the trades that happened across the league. We're going to preview the All-Star weekend, and of course, we'll have a stat of the week and an Undegoogleable if we got time. Joining me this show are two of our three analysts, coast to coast, like buttered toast. First, from the high school home of Jamison Brewer, Silver Spring, Maryland, it's the doctor, Jason Triplett.
What is up, Pacers fans? What is up, Undebeatables? Shout out to my nephew, who will be turning 3 soon. He's got a birthday coming up, so he's a big listener of the show. So
nice.
That's where he learned all his swear words.
That's right.
Very nice.
Yep.
Big 03, like it. Happy birthday. From Indianapolis, Indiana. Not any of the other cities I've named over the last couple months. He's our in-house bartender, mixing up the drinks in the crappy jingles, John Colson.
What is up, Pacer Nation? What is up, fellow Undebeatables? This is one of my favorite intros you've ever done. I felt like it was a plane taking off. It was... Welcome.
Yeah,
I loved it. It was good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah,
glad to hear. That's why I'm here.
Well, I just feel like me being in the room has inspired you to greater heights.
Such an only child.
Oh man,
dear.
Any shout outs this week?
No, I don't care.
Don't care.
Okay. It's Thirsty Thursday. Drink up.
Okay.
I don't know. Shout out to you, my friend.
Good to see you. Before we start the show, would like to let you know you can support us, the longest running Pacers podcast, by heading over to patreon.com/undebeatables, and you can support us for as little as $1 per month.
Price of a cup of coffee.
Yes, it's not that much. It's
I mean, if you can get a cup of coffee for $1, you're probably at Waffle House.
Yeah.
I don't even think you can do that anymore.
Like a Waffle House in Wyoming or something like
that. Yeah. In 1984. I think I'm closer to the $12 coffee is what I'm trying to go with for the price of a cup of coffee.
That's a lot of money for a coffee.
I'm telling you.
Say 2 cups of coffee.
Okay, there you go. For the price of 2 cups of coffee, you could support us for an entire year.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Sure, whatever.
You clearly don't go coffee shopping very often.
don't. No, I don't.
For a bag of coffee is about $12.
Okay, yeah. I drink most of my coffee at home. I drink mostly tea, but then when I drink coffee, it's almost always here at home.
Okay, so for the price of a bag of coffee, you can support us for a year.
Okay, yeah.
That's
a good
we'll workshop
deal.
it afterwards.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right. It'd be crazy not to, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. I might get on that.
You should totally start supporting us on Patreon.
Yeah, maybe I will. All right, we wanted to talk about some of these trades. A bunch of stuff happened around the trade deadline.
Right.
Of course, the Pacers had a lot of theirs. We've talked about that a fair amount. There was a fair amount of action around the league. And I think, the headline trade is the Brooklyn Philadelphia trade. And Colson, do you have the specifics on that one, and who's the winner, who's the loser?
I don't know if I have a winner or loser. That's what we have to talk to you guys about. So this was coming down the pike. People were talking about this maybe being a thing, and it was almost sort of became a matter of time. So James Harden apparently made it clear to Brooklyn that he wasn't that happy and that he probably was going to leave in the offseason to go to the Sixers. Daryl Morey had spent a lot of capital back when he was in Houston bringing in Harden, is a big fan of his. And so he was probably inspired to finally give up his big trade chip in Ben Simmons. So they swapped those two guys. And there was also other things involved.
A lot of other things involved.
A lot of other things involved. Steph Curry.
Nope.
Seth Curry.
Steph Curry would be a big chip.
That's something you just gloss over.
Yeah, so I got it here. So the Sixers get James Harden and Paul Millsap from the Nets.
Yeah, also Paul Millsap.
The Nets get Ben Simmons, Seth Curry, Andre Drummond, this year's first-round pick, and the Sixers' 2027 first-round pick, which is top 8 protected.
Which we've already established is the year the world ends, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's an imaginary year. So it all depends on if Ben Simmons is an actual basketball player, right? My assumption is that he is, and he's still able to be dominant at least on one end of the floor.
The defensive end.
The defensive end, of course. And he is devastating in transition basketball. He's going to a situation in the Nets where he should never have to be in a position where he has to take a big shot. Like if Kyrie and KD are playing basketball, those two guys are going to more than fill the void of shot taking in the last 5 minutes. So you get that as a Nets fan, or as a Nets team, in exchange for a guy who is just going to leave you anyway. Plus, you get Seth Curry, who's having a phenomenal year, can shoot the lights out, gives them another spacer on the floor, and 2 first-round picks. Like, that's just an insane haul. And then Andre Drummond, who's actually not, washed up. Like, he can still play basketball quite well. I think Daryl Morey overvalues James Harden, is what I think.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is he sat on that Ben Simmons deal the whole time, and he's like, I don't want to involve Seth Curry because he's having such a good year, and I don't want to add a draft pick. People are going to need to give us the moon for, Ben Simmons, and he ends up doing all the things to get his boy James Harden, who could have just showed up next year on his front doorstep.
Yeah, which is just wild to me. Like, if that's the case, and you're Daryl Morey, like, I mean, I guess you got to try to win championships when you can win championships. And Joel Embiid is having a MVP level season.
Best year he's ever had. His
The
career.
East is like, I mean, it's deep, but it's wide open, right?
Yeah,
So
agreed.
and there's 6 or 7 teams that you could easily see making the finals. You got to strike while the iron is hot. Clearly, James Harden was the best overall player that was accessible, basically, to move Ben Simmons. Because I think a key part of this is you actually have to move Ben Simmons too. So it's like you have to get him out of Philadelphia.
Right. I mean,
So
and
just
also,
signing James Harden in the offseason doesn't solve the Ben Simmons problem.
Right. And you're right. You talk about striking when the iron's hot. You've got to take advantage of this year of Joel Embiid. Well, you've got this all NBA caliber player not playing. You've got to figure out how to turn that into something. And I think James Harden's going to be a great fit, in Philly. I think he's going to play really well with Embiid. And they also kept their young guys, their Thibault and Maxey, so they still have, future assets and a young and up-and-coming team. But, Embiid has struggled so much with injury. You just got to hope that he can stay healthy all year, and you put Harden next to him and see what you can do. But what's the interesting part is that they're probably going to have to play, Brooklyn in the playoffs.
Potentially. I mean, like seeding, that's going to be one of the interesting things to watch, I guess, down the stretch here, is seed jockeying in the Eastern Conference, right? Because everybody's clustered together. I mean, currently, I think the Nets are in 8th or 9th place or something like that, right? So they're in the play-in tournament as we speak. I mean, the Sixers are towards the top for sure, but yeah, so you could see that matchup as early as the first round potentially, right? So,
do you think the Simmons fit? You talked about how it's a great fit for Simmons because he doesn't have to shoot in the fourth quarter. Is it a great fit for the Nets? Does what they need is a wing guy who can play defense and facilitate? I mean, is this the perfect guy for them?
I don't know if he's the perfect guy, but I think he does the things that they need to do, right? Like, I mean, he can play point guard basically, or at least point forward for them.
When Kyrie doesn't play half the games?
Yeah, exactly. That's a whole other can of worms. But he has the ability to create, and he passes very well and can generate shots. And like I said, especially with the addition of Curry, like, floor spacing is not going to be a problem. Like, that's the downside on Ben Simmons is he can't shoot outside of 4 feet from the basket, basically. Right. So it's easy to collapse defenses around him. But if you have Curry in one corner, Kyrie in another, and KD out top, like, you have to respect all 3 of those guys, like, super closely. Plus Joe Harris, if he's ever healthy, and
I don't know if he's ever going to be healthy again.
Yeah, probably not. But so yeah, I mean, and it's not. I was listening to the Bill Simmons had like a ridiculous 4-part trade deadline thing, and I think it was Big Waz, is that guy's name? Brought up the idea that, like, he's in Brooklyn. He's not playing for the Knicks, right? So he's going to a big market, but it's not like nobody pays attention to the Nets.
On him.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Right? Like, it's even maybe smaller spotlight than in Philadelphia.
Than Philly, yeah, for sure.
So
Philly's got quite the
it's like the best possible landing situation for him. He's on a championship contender. He doesn't have to, deal with New York media. And he's got all the talent around him that one could possibly imagine if they're healthy, and if apparently they're playing on the road, or a vaccine mandate gets lifted in New York City. Right
now, do you think this made both teams better then?
By definition, yes, because you're replacing a guy that wasn't playing in Ben Simmons with James Harden, who's like one of the best, 5 guys in the league, maybe 10 guys for sure. It'll be interesting to see how Harden and Embiid get along, but I don't think that's a hard thing to figure out if you're Doc Rivers, right? Like,
Right.
just put the ball in James Harden's hands. Like, he is more than capable of making an offense run. And Embiid is just playing at a level that's just insane this year. Like, he can create shots down the stretch. He can dominate the game on both ends of the floor. He can pick up the slack if Harden's not having a good game, like all this stuff.
Watching him a little bit this year reminds me of shades of Hakeem. Like, that's how dominant he's been.
Yeah.
And Hakeem is like my favorite player of all time. So,
I mean, the big risk, I guess, is Harden hasn't been playing for a while because he's got a lingering hamstring issue. The thinking is that's sort of my hamstring is hurting, I can't play, coach, sorry, because he was unhappy. But like, he's had hamstring problems in the past. He's not exactly the most fit guy ever. You could definitely see a situation where like he just has a hard time getting on the court or gets injured again or whatever, and then now you're relying on Tobias Harris and I don't even know who else is on that team
Paul
these days.
Millsap.
Yeah, Tyrese Maxey and those kind of guys to help Embiid out, and that's probably not quite enough in the gauntlet that will be the Eastern Conference playoffs this year. So
yeah, I hope everybody stays healthy and it becomes very entertaining because you look at Milwaukee, the defending champs. They're still fantastic. They went ahead and picked up Serge Ibaka to fill in for the injured Brook Lopez at the deadline. Toronto, I think, got better by picking up Thad Young. Chicago is still fantastic. Miami's got the best record in the East right now. I mean, all of those teams, I think, could come out of the East. This is going to be...
It's going to be really fun.
Really fun.
I wish we were a part of it.
Yeah. Actually, you don't, because we'd be just annihilated in the opening round.
Listen, I've been there. Like, I know how to handle it.
It's still fun.
Yeah. Were there other trades that you were super intrigued about? I know you were excited about what Portland, I guess your perspective on the Portland moves that they.
I don't know if I was excited for Portland. I'm not. So the trade was Josh Hart, essentially Josh Hart for C.J. McCollum, but a bunch of other pieces were involved. Pull that up for me there, Joe.
Yeah, I gotcha. So
okay.
The Blazers did two moves. So the first one is they traded Norman Powell and Robert Covington to the Clippers for Eric Bledsoe, Justice Winslow, and Keon Johnson. That's kind of a salary shedding move, I think.
Yeah.
And then the other was they traded C.J. McCollum, Larry Nance Jr., and Tony Snell to the Pelicans for Josh Hart, Satoransky, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and Didi Louzada, and a Pelicans first-round pick this year, and a second-round pick in the future, 2 second-round picks in the future.
And then they turned around and traded Nickeil Alexander-Walker to somebody.
Yes, to the Jazz. Actually, they moved both Satoransky and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in a move that netted them Joe Ingles and Elijah
Joe Ingles
Hughes.
is out for the season with an ACL.
Right, so they acquired Joe Ingles' expiring deal.
Right.
Some guy named Elijah Hughes and a second-round pick this year.
So they did those three trades and essentially got a couple one first-round draft picks, multiple second-round draft picks, and Josh Hart, and some cap relief for C.J. McConnell, Larry Nance, who I thought was really helpful, Norman Powell, who was, I thought, really important to them. I mean, I understand that, I guess if you look at the guard rotation, they really like Anthony Simons. They invested a lot in him. You've got, Lillard, of course, and Hart. That's not a bad three-person backcourt. But I just feel, I'm not sure that this is, I look at the Pacers moves and they make sense to me. I look at these moves and they don't make sense to me.
No, I agree with that. I think that they must be confident that they'll be able to get somebody to sign in the offseason, right? Like, they're clearing a bunch of cap space.
Sure.
And it's an attractive thing to say, hey, why don't you come play with Dame Lillard? And let's build something great here, right?
Right.
I don't know exactly. I looked that far ahead to know what the free agent market is this year.
It's not very good, if I recall. I don't think there's very many big names out there.
Yeah, I'm sure it depends on who
and it's not
opts
like
in and
Portland's
out.
bringing in a bunch of, similar to the Pacers. They don't have a huge record of bringing in free agents.
They don't, but they do have Damian Lillard, right? Who is
Which we do not have.
very well respected around the league, if not like loved by many other players, who has shown that he can carry a team, to great heights in the postseason.
Right. Get you all the way to the conference finals.
Right.
And can hit shots from the logo. Is it two? He has two buzzer shots, walk-off shots to end a series. And that's like the most in NBA history, is that right?
You'd think so.
Yeah. Pretty great.
It was over Houston, and then the other one was against the Clippers, right?
Oh, it was definitely one of them was definitely against the Clippers.
Yeah, I think the first one was Houston.
Yeah. Anything else that you want to touch on? How do you feel about your Wizards trading for Kristaps Porzingis?
Oh boy. The Wizards. The Wizards are falling apart. Yeah, Bradley Beal shut down for the season with a wrist injury, undergoing surgery, or ligament, something like that. And then they traded away Dinwiddie,
Davis Bertans.
For Kristaps Porzingis in his ridiculous contract, and they also traded away Montrezl Harrell. So they basically, like, all this great work that they did trading Russell Westbrook to get all these legitimate
Professional
NBA
basketball
professional
Yeah.
basketball players. And I mean, it hasn't been working this year, I guess, so I guess they're a little bit impatient, but to just flip that to go with Kristaps Porzingis, who hasn't been able to stay on the floor for 5 years now, right?
Right. And then Montrezl Harrell gets flipped for Ish Smith. Does he even play basketball in the NBA anymore?
He does. Ish Smith
in a
is
second
all
round
right.
pick? I don't know.
He's a decent backup point guard that will now be starting for your Washington Wizards. I haven't looked at the standings. I don't think they can catch us in a negative way.
No, I don't. Well, I mean, who knows? It doesn't seem like they're going to win any more games.
None.
Aaron Holiday has got a chance to play for a title potentially.
You're talking about my boy,
Yeah.
my favorite Pacer.
Your boy.
Wizards trade Aaron Holiday for cash considerations.
Oh Jesus, he's fallen so low to the Suns.
To the Suns. Yeah.
Okay, so that means he's got a chance to play for a title. You're right. Suns. Is he going to be? Is he insurance as the third backup point guard?
I think. I mean, I don't know. We've seen Aaron play. I think they're looking to the. I mean, looks like Chris Paul's old, and they're probably looking to rebuild and maybe.
Oh sure. Well, I mean, what they're thinking is probably I mean, we'll just have Aaron Holiday close games.
Yeah. CP3 can do whatever he does. He can shoot some commercials and.
No, I'm really excited for him. I think the Suns did a nice job. They just two small deals, picking up Aaron Holiday and then Torrey Craig from us. Just getting veterans to back up this what looks like might be a really long playoff run. They have the best chance to come out of the West right now, I think.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. They're 45-10.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be tough to beat.
Do you remember when we got really excited that one year when we won 48 games? Remember that was a whole season. They've almost got that before the
Yeah.
They might have it
All-Star
before the
break.
All-Star break.
yeah.
Anyway,
Speaking of
there was-
All-Stars,
Yeah. So the All-Star game coming up.
This weekend, so it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right?
Yeah.
In Cleveland,
In Cleveland.
Joey's
So,
favorite city,
I mean,
not named Indianapolis.
I was born there, so.
Do you like it more than Indy?
I mean, no, I don't.
I mean, you want to fight?
I said no. Unless I'm confused and you're a bigger Cleveland fan than I thought.
No, I'm not a
Okay.
not a big Cleveland fan.
I like Cleveland. I love Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
I've got family there. But anyway, and I am a little salty.
The
that-
land.
I'm a little salty that they get to have an All-Star game and we don't. Because ours got bumped.
We get one in like a couple years.
Yeah, I know. It won't be the same.
I never got to rent out my house to LeBron James for the All-Star game. I totally believed that was going to happen.
he'll still be in the league.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I got to buy a house in the neighborhood again then.
Yeah.
because I already sold my house.
and his son might be. By the time it comes here, his son might be in the All-Star game. I don't know. First father and son All-Star duo.
Hanging on Colson's couch.
Yep, seems likely. But the All-Star game, Saturday, February 19th. All-Star night is the 19th. The all the nonsense that goes on Saturday, and then Sundays is the game. So, Jason, I know you've been our skills challenge specialist. For you follow this,
Oh, I mean, since we started the pod.
right? And it's one of the reasons we started it was to have him to have a venue
platform.
to talk about the skills challenge.
My skills challenge knowledge shine.
We'd sit around, late night drinking some beers, and he would just like dazzle us with his
Right.
his skills challenge information. We're like, you know what we should do?
Yeah,
We should publish this stuff.
yeah.
Get it out on the interwebs.
Yeah. And look at what it's done. Look at the heights to which it has taken us. So All-Star Saturday night. We know it. We love it. This year, it's doing the skills challenge again, the 3-point contest, of course, and the dunk contest. Major changes to the skills competition this year. Instead of individual players doing, sort of the circuit where they run down and, dribble around guy,
You throw a basketball through a
pylons.
tire.
Exactly. Make a layup and then shoot a 3 or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This year, they have switched it to a team-based thing with more activities. So there's going to be 3 teams of 3 people competing in this contest. There are Team Cavs, of course, since we're in Cleveland.
Oh,
so
okay. Very nice. I like that.
Jarrett Allen, Darius Garland, and Evan Mobley
Ooh,
All right.
all those guys are really good.
are
Yeah.
your Cavs.
I like
There's
the Cavs, too.
Team Rooks, which is rookie players. Scotty Barnes of the Raptors, Cade Cunningham of the Pistons, and Josh Giddey of Oklahoma City.
Where's Duarte? Come on.
And then the most ridiculous Team Antetokounmpo, which includes Giannis and Thanasis, who are both NBA players, and then Alex Antetokounmpo, who plays for the Raptors G League team.
Oh, okay. I just wondered like if he wasn't even in the league. They were just like, hey, bring in our brother.
Is he related?
It's debatable. They're doing the test. If he fails, they might have to pull out of the skills challenge competition, or at least change their name.
Sure, that's fair.
There's a pull-out joke about in there.
Although I guess if his last name is Antetokounmpo, even if they're not related, they can stick
Exactly.
with it. Okay,
It's fine.
so how is
If
this?
his dad had pulled out, they wouldn't have a problem.
How is-
That was it.
how is this competition going to work? How am I going to
I have no
power
idea.
through this joke that Colson is telling? Okay, round 1. All right, so
There's
4
rounds.
So
it's not the thing where I'm just going to run through all the stuff.
No, there's
Okay.
rounds.
Okay.
Round 1 is shooting. All 3 teams will participate in this. Each player from each team will participate individually while their two teammates rebound for them, and they will have 30 seconds to shoot from 5 different spots, ranging from 10 to 30 feet, and having different point values or whatever. The team that scores the highest score will win round 1 and earn 100 challenge points.
Whoa.
Okay.
Ooh, I did actually hear about this. This is fun fact. They've named the 5 spots based on players from the top.
Oh, yeah, I
75
did
of
hear
all
about
time.
this. Yeah.
So the layup, or apparently it's a hook shot. It's the Magic Johnson hook shot.
Okay.
And there's the Reggie Miller wing 3-pointer.
Okay.
There's the Charles Barkley top of the key. I think there's a corner Ray Allen 3. And then I don't know what the last thing is.
Okay.
So you're welcome.
Me neither.
Mostly thank you.
Do you have to do the hook shot, or can you just stand on the little circle and hit a little jumper?
Doesn't say anything about any of that stuff here, so I can't really tell you. But I would hope they would make them try to recapitulate Reggie Miller's ugly.
Yeah, you have to
shooting
like kick
stroke.
your feet out.
Yeah,
You have to foul Jordan before you do it.
yeah, exactly.
What? That never happened.
Okay, so that's round 1. Round 2 is passing. So this sounds kind of cool. So again, they'll participate together. Each team will have 30 seconds to complete passes into 3 oversized moving targets,
Ooh,
which
I like
vary in
that.
size and distance.
Ooh,
So there's going to be like a full court one, basically, and then it's
like
shorter
throwing into a
than that,
moving
basically.
trash can.
Yeah,
Is that the David West challenge?
yeah, exactly. Okay, so again, the team that gets the most points gets 100 challenge points.
Okay.
And then the last one is relay. So all players from each team will participate in a timed relay. Each player must complete the course, which has 5 skills in the following order. 1. Throw an outlet pass into a moving target from the baseline.
Whoa.
2.
Okay.
Dribble down the court through 3 moving pylons. this time.
Whoa.
3. Make a short shot in the lane. 4. Make a
didn't say whoa.
3-pointer from the corner against an automated defender.
Yes. Yes.
And 5, dribble to the opposite goal and make a basket, such as a dunk, layup, or jump shot. The team with the fastest time will win round 3 and earn 200 challenge
Whoa.
points.
Well, okay. So, question: do all 3 players have to do this, or do they take
Yes.
the best time from whatever?
I don't know. But
We don't
I
know if
think,
they take the best
I think
time or
it's
they do the
cumulative time.
Okay.
Yeah, would be
So-
my guess.
Here's the thing: is I'm
Because it says
concerned.
the team with the fastest time. So
I'm concerned that the automated defender is running killer AI.
I'm really excited about this.
Yeah.
The automated defender.
Yeah, it's sentient, right?
Oh,
Like,
we
yeah.
we know that that's possible, and probably built out of the MIT bulletproof plastic, lightweight bulletproof plastic. Okay, this all sounds. I'm excited about this because this all sounds different and kind of fun. But I'm also noticing something.
What's that?
So if Team 1 wins 100 challenge points, and Team 2, and then Team 1 wins the next challenge, and they get 200 challenge points. And then Team 2 wins the final round, they get 200 challenge points. Then we'd have 2 tied teams.
and that's okay, John, because there is one more round.
What?
There's a final round.
It can't get better. And I keep thinking it can't get better, and it does.
So the 2 teams that have the most challenge points will compete one at a time, and all players on each team will participate in trying to make a half-court shot. Team 1 will set the time to beat with a made shot or expiration of the clock, maximum of a minute and a half. And the team that makes the half-court shot in the fastest time will win the the Taco Bell
I love
trademark
this.
skills challenge.
I love this. I'm so excited.
In case of a tie, the two teams will repeat the final round.
So if they hit the exact same time with the
Yep.
shot, okay.
Exactly.
That's not very likely. But here's the only thing that I'm worried about. What I liked about the skill challenges is that they would compete against each other. There was actual live basketball people going against each other. This sounds a lot like time challenges.
Yes.
Okay, but still, throw shit at the wall. See what sticks. This is great.
They've had 75 years to perfect this.
I'm gonna tune in for this though.
I'm excited about all the moving things in the relay.
Exactly. The moving pylons, automated defenders.
Yeah.
This is great.
And you know what? That's something
a
that
moving trash can, a full court pass.
I tell you what, this is bad news for the players. I think that the Players Association needs to be worried the next time that they have the negotiation.
Yeah, CBA.
The CBA, owners are gonna be like, look, we have automated defenders. We'll go make automated offensive players, and you'll be out of a job, bro. Like,
sure.
So you'll take the 10% and be happy with it.
So you're saying that this is the beginning of the end?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Like, there's no other alternative for that.
We're way past the beginning of the end.
Yeah. We're funding the end. We're fueling it as we go.
All the Pacers have to do is win a title by 2026 before the world ends. That's all I want.
All right, who are you guys picking to win the Taco Bell skills challenge?
I'm going home team. Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cleveland Cavaliers.
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
Joey, who you got?
I'm gonna go Team Rooks.
All right, sounds like I'm on the Antetokounmpos.
Man, really?
Let's do it, Alex. Come on, Alex.
I was gonna say I'm a little worried about Alex. Not even blood related.
I'm more worried about Giannis. I feel like, why would Giannis even care about the skills competition? I feel like Alex is going to be all in. He's going to be focused. He's going to carry that team.
Well, this is the one that they used to do biggies and smallies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sabonis won this last year, right?
Yep.
What was the
Not
one?
last year. We didn't have one last year. Did we have one last year?
Yeah.
Okay. It was 2 years ago. We didn't have one.
He was like a write-in and he won, I think.
Yeah.
What was the one? Did they get rid of that event? What was the one that they used to do that?
The Legends.
The Legends. That was the one that.
So they would have a current player, a
Yeah,
WNBA player, and a Legends player,
right.
and then they would all shoot. It sounds like a little bit like the shooting contest.
Right, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. You'd have to hit 5 different points on that.
So we're bringing that back to a little bit, and plus the half-court shots, which is
Right.
the most exciting. Like, everybody loves
Right,
half-court shot.
and also we're bringing in 3-person teams again. So it's kind of combining the skills challenge with the Legends.
Whose team was it that won every year? It was
It was the Heat or whatever. Because Chris Bosh would always make that.
Chris
Oh
Bosh.
yeah, Chris Bosh and he won like every single one they ever did.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, well, in that one, you had to take other shots, but the entire competition rested on who could make a half-court shot.
And he's the one who could do it.
And he was really
Didn't he
good
have
at
like
it.
Dominique Wilkins or something with him or something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember. All right, so that's the skills challenge. Okay, now 3-point contest. 8 participants this year in the 3-point contest.
Is that more than usual?
It's slightly more than usual.
I feel like
Last
it's
year it
normally
was
6.
Last year it was 6, I think. And this year they do the typical. I guess not the. Yeah. Okay. So they do the 5 racks of 5 balls. Most racks are 1-point balls plus a money ball worth 2 points, and then you have a 1 rack that is all money balls that you can place wherever you want.
Right.
In addition to that, they have the deep shot thing or something. There's like 2 of these where you're shooting from like 30 feet or something like that.
Do you have to shoot those, or is that just an option?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
They're worth 3 points though if you get them.
Okay.
Okay, here's your participants. CJ McCollum
Oh wow.
of the New Orleans
Pelicans.
Trey Young, Zach LaVine, Desmond Bain, Karl Anthony Towns, Fred Van Vliet, Luke Kennard, and Patrick Mills.
Patty Mills.
Joey, any of those names tickle your funny bone?
My fancy's looking at Trey Young
Okay.
because he gets the
He can get those long ones. Yeah.
I mean he get the long ones.
Oh my God!
If they had I'd like to see
Watching that game this week, honestly, like it destroys the defense.
Right.
He's just like, whatever.
It
I'm
makes
kind
a
of over
defense
half court, and it goes in. And it's
kind
just
of
like,
irrelevant,
Yeah.
Anyway, Trey Young.
Okay.
I like that Karl Anthony Towns is in this, but man, you got to have a quick release to get all these balls off. I'm gonna go with Patty Mills.
Okay.
Thanks for phrasing it like that.
What?
Yep.
I'm not gonna. You can catch it when you edit.
You'll catch it in post. Yeah. All right. I'm very tempted to take the Nard dog. But
Nard dog.
But I think I will take Zach LaVine.
Yeah,
To be the
I think that's.
first individual to win both the dunk contest and the 3-point contest.
Oh, he's got to make that happen.
That would be cool.
Let's get in the record books. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. And for
So
some reason,
is he also dunking?
no, not this year. He won it in the past.
Yes, multiple times.
Yes. And
Pretty
so, moving on to the slam dunk contest, this year 4 participants: Cole Anthony of the Orlando Magic, Juan Toscano Anderson of the Golden State Warriors, Obi Toppin of the New York Knicks, and Jalen Green of the Houston Rockets.
Okay, Jason, I do a basketball podcast,
Uh-huh.
and the only person I've heard of is Obi Toppin.
I've heard Toscano.
You haven't heard of Jalen Green? Jalen Green was like the number 2 pick or something like that.
No, I have no idea.
Cole Anthony is Greg Anthony's son.
Is that true?
Yeah. And Juan Toscano Anderson, I don't know him either. So
Oh wait, was Cole Anthony when they drafted him was Spike Lee at his house? I feel like that was the thing.
potentially.
Yeah. All right.
All right, I've got the little bit on the format here. It's 5 judges score every dunk on a scale from 6 to 10, which you can go between 50 and 30. All 4 competitors get 2 dunks in the first round. The 2 players with the highest combined score for their 2 dunks advance to the final round. So there's
And then 2 dunks in the final.
2
Yep.
dunks in the final round.
Yeah.
But so it's
It's the same way they've been doing it.
4 guys in the first round, top 2 go to the second round, they get 2 dunks. And the dunker with the highest combined score for the 2 dunks will be crowned the 2022 AT&T Slam Dunk Champion.
Has Dwayne Wade been banned from being a judge for all his shenanigans?
I hope so. I don't think
Okay,
I've
me too.
named the judges yet. All right, I let you guys pick first last time, so I'm going to take Jalen Green to win this thing. High flying, very athletic, young guy, bouncy. Trying to make a name for himself, so he's going
I'm
to
going Obi Toppin. I mean, he's got that big New York fan base behind him. I figure a lot of those the New York fans will be out there in Cleveland. And wasn't he in it last year? I think he's a veteran.
I believe
of
he
this.
was, yeah.
Yeah, so he won't have the butterflies. So I'm picking Obi.
Jason, who are you on?
He's on Jalen Green.
Jalen Green.
Okay, good, because I'm on Toscano Anderson. Listen, played 4 years at Marquette, and he was not drafted.
Oh, that's a fun story.
So, make your mark,
All right.
win it all, take it home.
Yeah.
Toscano Anderson,
All right.
make me some money.
Apparently Cole Anthony is unloved by us. Or we'll just have Harper pick him.
Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
I don't want to leave anybody out.
Jason, I don't know if you have more on the dunk, or you want to go back
No.
to the skills?
No,
you have
I
more
was
on the
just gonna
skills?
say-
we
say
go back
that's
to the
it.
skills challenge. You know what? No, I'm a little offended. You
You skipped
Pass-
Joey's favorite thing.
the All-Star Celebrity Game, the Ruffles All-Star Celebrity Game.
Oh, yes.
Friday night, we got 2 teams, Team Walton and Team Neek.
So is Bill Walton the coach?
Bill Walton is the coach.
And
Dominique
Wilkins
is the
other
coach of Team Neek. Actually, you know
Yeah.
what?
As you guys know, I specialize in Saturday night, not Friday night. So
Friday night's my thing.
That's right. That's Joey's big night.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm going through the roster here. I know many of the words, very few of the people. Quavo, I remember from previous ones, and Team Neek, Mayor Justin Bibb, Mayor of Cleveland, is going to be playing.
Wow, that's fun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Miles,
Also, Machine Gun Kelly. I've heard of him.
yeah, Machine Gun Kelly.
Unless it's
And-
a her, and then I haven't.
Miles Garrett, who's a defensive end on the Browns, playing. Boobie Gibson is going to be out there on Team Neek.
That'll be some booby.
And that's about all I know. But I mean, this is
Toussaint. Wasn't he like a writer in the French or a painter?
potentially, and now he's a Peloton instructor. So
okay.
this is
Famous Peloton
very-
instructor.
very,
Clearly, this is
very
the celebrity game.
You think NULAA chose that name just so that they'd be first alphabetically, no matter what?
And the people looking to get off the sauce is it's like, you know what? I'm looking to quit drinking, but also, who is this NULAA?
Just check out this rapper
Maybe
while
I'll,
I'm
yeah.
quitting drinking.
I did also see, I was Gianmarco Tamberi, an Olympic high jump champion. I did see a little video of him dunking.
Oh,
I would
okay,
assume
there
he'd
you
be
go.
able to dunk.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that
I like Team Neek's.
yeah.
Team Neek in this.
Oh yeah, let's go Team Neek all the way.
Yeah.
I got nothing on Team Walton.
They have actual
Team
basketball
Walton-
players. Like,
Team Walton has a machine gun.
That's true. That's true. And they do have an actual basketball player in Las Vegas Aces forward,
oh, okay, I missed that
Darica
one.
Hamby.
I missed that one.
She's going to be the only person putting the ball in the basket for that team.
Wait, they have
They have a professional skateboarder. Yeah, that doesn't help you. Yeah, I'm all in on Team Neek. Let's do it.
Joey, can you tell us more about the Clorox Rising Stars Challenge?
It's gonna be real clean this year.
Real clean.
I know Duarte is in there.
Nothing dirty in this one.
Duarte is in there. This time they did it. They mixed up the format, so it's 4 teams. Is that right? Yeah, 4 teams.
Seems like a lot.
28 players, comprising 12 rookies, 12 sophomores, and 4 members of the G League. Were drafted on 4 teams to compete in 3 games. Each game will be played to a final target score, ending with the made basket or free throw instead of the clock running out. It will be a race to 75 to celebrate the league's 75th anniversary. Games 1 and 2 will be played until a team reaches 50. Game 3 will be played until a team reaches 25. Chris Duarte is on Team Peyton, which includes LaMelo Ball, Scotty Barnes, Ayo Dosunmu, Scoot Henderson, Jaden McDaniels, and Davion Mitchell.
We also are represented by Tyrese Halliburton on Team Isaiah. So we got Pacers going against each other in this one. Sure, this will be fun. Why not?
Yeah,
I'm taking
you can tell me what happens. Sure.
I mean, Joey's going to be watching the celebrity game, so we might as well leave it on. Leave the TV on for this.
I'm gonna buy some Clorox too.
Joey, why don't you give me a stat of the week? And
made
let's...
so much money during the pandemic that now they're sponsoring NBA
That's really
All-Star
true.
events.
That's true.
That Clorox money. All right, yeah. I'll get you a stat of the week.
And then
We'll get you out of here.
Get me home.
We'll put you to bed here.
Take me drunk, I'm home.
Joey, stat of the week.
This one I thought was interesting. This was in Seattle. There was a problem with some broadcasts on NPR, which was turning the infotainment systems in some Mazdas into bricks. They were breaking the radio, and they were making them completely inoperable and unable to be repaired.
How is that possible?
Yeah. How's that?
So there is with like modern broadcasting systems, some of them you can send out like text. So you got the radio station part of the signal, but you can also send out pictures. Like you could put the the logo of the station kind of thing.
Oh, sure. Okay.
And you could put the text of what song is on there, that sort of stuff. That all goes over the air now. So if you have a new modern radio, then you can get that information. But apparently there was the NPR station in Seattle. If you were listening between January 30th in a Mazda, so this is in Seattle. Problem began. This is not nobody, but if you were in Seattle starting on January 30th, if you had a Mazda from the model years 2014 to 17, if you were listening to the NPR station KUOW 94.9, there's my stat, is the frequency.
That's the number. That's your stat.
Yeah.
Okay.
There were some broadcasts from that station that were they would cause the screen on their system to just die, and the radio system would be stuck on the radio station. So the screen would break, and it was stuck on the radio station, and it basically would cause it to reboot, and it would never fix it because it was stuck with this. There was a bad file that they were sending out, and there was no way for the system to deal with it. And when they told it to, when people took it into Mazda to have it looked at, they said you have to replace a $1,500 part to get that fixed. And guess what? The supply chain in the world is broken, and you're not getting one.
So even if you cough up the $1,500, you can't even get.
You can't even buy it. So.
Well, so did they fire everybody at NPR?
No way.
Okay, this doesn't seem like that many people. It was a Mazda between 2014 and 2017 in Seattle, listening to a certain radio station between today and January 30th. So like for a month.
Half a month.
Half a month. I don't know what today is.
Yeah, but it's not nothing. I mean,
I bet like 6 people were really pissed.
I think there's a lot of Mazdas out there. It's a very popular car company. You make it sound like it's like not a big deal. Like, how bad would you be if you were
I'd be super mad, but I'm saying those 6 people, I feel
mad, yeah.
I feel bad for those 6 people.
No. I don't know how many there are.
How did you
Do you
find
think
this story,
it's more
Joey?
than 100, Joey?
I would think so, yeah.
Do you think thousands of people?
Well, so look, Seattle's a huge city.
True.
There's a lot of Mazdas out there. These are pretty new cars, so it's not like it's a,
old beater or something.
Old beater. It's like, people are driving 2014, 2017.
Everyone in Seattle listens to NPR because they're all hippies.
Why even have, you listen to grunge and NPR. Those are the 2 things you listen to in Seattle. So.
Okay, all right. Now you've talked me into it. I feel bad for the 6,000 people this happened to.
There you go.
Well, more so but that poor NPR station that's now its pledge drive is just gonna go to shite.
Defense fund.
Yeah.
I think it's messed up that a system like that these radios were designed in a way that they could just be completely broken by because like you could, if you really wanted to, you could set up like a pirate radio station and just crash everybody's radios. Not that
it looks like Mazda is willing to replace these free of charge once they get the parts in, which are not available currently. So you won't have to spend the $1,500.
Well,
that's good. You just have to listen to the same radio station.
But who doesn't love NPR? I don't think when I was growing up, my parents ever changed it off NPR when I was in the car.
I've heard of people.
I don't know. I've listened to some really bad NPR stations. Like what if it was like the classical music station?
Oh
and
yeah,
you're just stuck on the classical music.
Boy, that would be a lot. Yeah.
Anyway, that is my stat of the week. 94.9 KUOW coming after your radio.
The worst is probably the people that were just not NPR listeners, but they're just
flipping through.
skipping channels. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, I hate this
no.
song on 94.5. Let me
Yeah.
skip ahead to my next favorite channel, go past 94.9 to whatever it is, but they got stuck on 94.9.
Oh man, all
Right.
they want to be listening to is Seth Rogen, and they're stuck on NPR. Oh god,
Seth Rogen. Does he have a new show?
Jeff Rogen,
Nope.
Josh Rogen,
You're
Jeff
getting there.
McConnell. No.
Joe Rogan.
Joe
There you
Rogan.
go.
He is exclusively on Spotify and not on the radio. But
Couldn't I listen to Spotify on my radio?
no, we'll talk later.
Okay. Somebody else. Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah,
Is he
Howard
dead?
Howard
dead.
Stern.
Howard Stern.
No, he's on. He's on like Sirius or something.
Bob and Tom. No.
There you go.
Didn't
Nailed
they
it.
retire?
Who's that?
Bob and Tom?
I think they're
Nobody's
still
on
going.
the radio, isn't it? Just like it's AI are the only people that are on the radio anymore.
No, it's like six.
It's
like
automated defenders.
It's like 6 people in one office now that they just send out. They all just do. Most of those are remote. There's.
Oh yeah.
there-
Oh yeah.
There's
Did
like
I ever
one,
tell you the story? I was at a party at Chairman's house. We were on the rooftop, and there was this guy there that like runs a radio station, but the radio station was in Texas, and so like he took a call in the middle of the party and was like, "Oh yeah, sure, no problem. I can do that for you," and like he gets his phone app out, boop 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 boop. Boop. I'm like, "What's going on, dude?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, some dude just called and requested this song or whatever." So I queued it up for him, no problem. Like, yeah.
Oh, he was
Yes.
like he was working.
Yes.
At the
on
quote
a live
unquote.
radio station.
Yeah.
Somebody called in and it's like, "Can I get this played?"
Yeah.
That is great.
I kind of. He
What-
called some
what-
random dude in Silver Spring, Maryland, on a rooftop party, like not a local DJ. I don't know.
No, but here's the thing. You'd be like, "This is DJ Silver Spring on the rooftop, sending you music to Texas."
But I think you're supposed to like make it sound like you're from Texas.
Okay. I can't do a Texas accent.
You'd be like DJ Yeehaw or something.
This is DJ Yeehaw. Got my cowboy boots and my big old hat.
Let's raise a rope a bronco.
All the way from Dallas to Houston to Austin to San Antonio. I'm running out of places that I know in Texas.
Keep Laredo weird.
And we just lost our Laredo fans. Oh. All right. Well,
Somebody just peed on the Alamo.
We've talked about that more than once on this show.
Oh dear.
Well, I think we've hit the mark,
Yeah.
and
It's past my bedtime,
it
Joey.
is past your bedtime. If that's past your bedtime, it's past my bedtime, and we should get out of here. But shout out to
All-Star game. All-Star weekend. I'm looking
All-Star
forward to it.
weekend.
We'll, of course, we'll catch you up on it after it happens. We want to prepare you for it this week.
you heard it. You heard it here last.
Right.
Shout out to the wonderful city of Cleveland, where I'm from. Yeah.
We should link to the dollop when they talk about the 10-cent beer night.
I probably already have.
Okay. Or what about the Balloon Fest? Did you ever hear that one? Cleveland let off
No, I
million
don't know that
balloons
one.
to break a world record.
No.
But it was raining and they all just went straight into the water.
Oh no,
No.
no,
It's pretty great.
no. Was that on Dollop too?
Yeah.
I'll go listen to that one too.
It's like a short one. It's a small up, so it's only
Okay.
like 30 minutes.
Okay,
It's great.
I'm good.
We'll link to those things for you.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. We'll be back with you next week post All-Star Game. And really, I mean, I guess post All-Star Game, but I mean, really, it's post Celebrity Game and post Skills Challenge.
Yeah, it'll actually be before the game, probably, or in the middle of the game.
Oh, like the actual All-Star Game proper, yeah. Yeah. But until then, you can hit us up on all the social medias. We are on Twitter at Undebeatables. We're on Facebook.com/The The Undebeatables. Our website is theundebeatables.com. There's a contact form there. You can use that to send us a message. You can hit us up. Shout out at theundebeatables.com in your email application. And we should hire a guy on a rooftop in Maryland to field our phone calls.
That's right. This is DJ Springfield. Wait, no, what am I calling?
Sure.
This is Rooftop DJ.
You don't have to be like named after like where you are.
Also, why is his phone like this? Why does he have a flip phone?
I don't know.
This is DJ Rooftop DJ coming to you from Springfield, Maryland, Springfield, Illinois. I could be anywhere. I'm America's DJ.
We're gonna find it. We're still holding interviews, so we'll
Flip phone.
get back to you on that one. Sing us out of here, Rooftop DJ.
Murdered me.
For the architect Donnie Walsh and our once and always
Still on your flip phone?
DJ Rooftop.
coming from DJ Rooftop. Turn out the lights. The party is over.
Sound like morning zoo up in here.
Oh, hell yeah.
I can't do
Yeah.
that horn. I need the
Yeah.
DJ Khaled horn.
Oh yeah.
Pew, 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 pew.
Womp, womp,
Pew, pew,
womp,
pew.
womp.
Wah, wah, wah.
There you go. That's it.
Womp, 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 womp.